What's going on, Liam? How you doing, man? What's good? What's good? Always grinding, man. Always grinding. Currently out of work at the moment, Liam. How's the audio sound, by the way, music-wise? I have changed to using Spotify instead of what I was using. I don't know if it's quiet or loud. Spot on. Good stuff, man. What are you working on at the moment anyway? You playing right now or? $755 total at the moment. Smithing? What are you smithing? What level are you? I find smithing so hard. I'm only 58. So expensive at the moment. Although steel bars are going down in price, so that's good. I like that. I like that steel bars are going down. Happy about that. I hope they continue to keep dropping. Only 35? Gotcha. What are you doing? Making steel bars? I thought they'd be going up because of Canon. I don't think there's many reasons to Canon right now because Slayer isn't a thing. I think you'll only use it in like unique cases of if you're building like a Pure or something and you don't want to get, is it hit points or something along them lines. Range Guild would be meta for Pures. Is that for the archery ticket minigame or something? What's going on, One Tip, by the way? Welcome, welcome. I can't remember actually what the Range Guild has. I don't think I ever did it, because there was just always better methods. When I started playing, there was all kinds of methods for training range, and I think it was like 2006 I started playing. I think there was better methods then than there was Range Guild. But I know someone spoke about like archery tickets or something. How much XP is it? Is it like click intensive, or is it pretty chill to do the minigame? I didn't even know there was a minigame there. It seems like dead content in 07, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure it was almost dead content on release when 07 came out. But I actually don't know what the minigame consists of. I should probably take a look really on YouTube. Because I don't know if you have to focus or if you can just AFK or... Oh, is that literally it? You just click on a target. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. So the higher you range, the more tickets you can get per hour, I'm guessing. Yeah, more range XP as well. I'll have to look into the XP rates because I've never done the minigame before. You get XP / tickets based on where you land the target. Is the main thing you can buy from the reward shop rune arrows then, I'm guessing? I always bought rune arrows back in the day. How many arrows do you think you can get per hour? Like with, say, for example, I don't know, 65, 70 range. Yeah, I suppose it has been a while, actually. Definitely something to look into, though. For sure. I'm interested now on how many arrows you get per hour. I'm going to try and do a little bit of looking up right now. Pay 200 coins to the competition judge for 10 arrows to use with bow to shoot at the nearby targets, earning 0 to 1,000 points. This yields 1 range experience for every 2 points and 1 archery ticket for every 10 points. Tickets can be used to purchase merchandise. So you can buy 50 rune arrows for 2,000 archery tickets. There's a case of finding out how many archery tickets you can get per hour. So we got 77 attack this morning, we got 78 hit points this morning, and we got 48 rune crafting this morning. So we got a few gains, and we also hit 95 combat as well. New video will be out later, by the way, guys. It's scheduled for 6 PM. Why does DC'd? No, what the stream DC'd, just the game. Yeah, new video will be out at 6 PM, 3 hours from now. Will be I will test it when pay to play release for 1 hour. I will test it when pay to play release for 1 hour. What's going on with the testing? What's this? Ah, got you. Oh, 1 hour round shield. Gotcha, gotcha. I thought you meant they were releasing pay to play for 1 hour then. I was going to say, what? Trying to think if there was anything else that's releasing that you wouldn't have done in old school, but you're gonna do in 2004. There's no other mini games apart from Fishing Trawler, is there? I remember doing it back in the day for so long because I was a cheapskate and didn't want to buy a cannon. I've seen that they've added it so you can steal somebody's cannon. If you place your cannon down on the same tile their cannon is on a different world and then you hop to that world, you can pick up the cannon. Because it was a bug in RuneScape back then that you could pick up someone's cannon if you place it on the same tile and then hop into their world and pick it up. So people are just going to be randomly picking up people's cannons. You lose your cannon in the process, but you can pick up somebody's cannon. So people are going to be doing some serious trolling. Keep that one to yourself. I've seen it in the GitHub updates. I don't know how many people are seeing it, but there's going to be some serious trolling going on. I might just buy a cannon just to troll people at that point. Would make for a good video because people's reactions would be like, what the hell? Might see if someone will lend me a cannon just so I can make a video. But yeah, I thought that was super funny. But it has to be on the exact same tile. Like 10 days now till members. Can't believe how fast it's coming round. Running out of strength pots as well. I've got like 8 left. Kind of sad about that. And I don't think I want to pay 1,000 each. I don't think it's worth it at that point. I don't know. I remember botting their pre-EOC, what, over at Crandor, and getting caught and getting my stats halved. I had 99 strength and got 92. As if they just halved stats. That's crazy. Alright, let's go and bang. Is there any noobs? Maybe we can give the steel med. Any noobs? Yep. He's busy at the moment. Is he going to be humble in trade? He is. Steel med. The humble armor donations. Yeah, we've literally got like 6 left now. Not good. You're wondering why the cash stack's gone down, guys. We bought 1,500 raw lobsters and 150 swordfish. So we're going to cook them at some point because we are running low on food now. But yeah, you are right. The oak shortbow will definitely not be missed. And I'm surprised someone's managed to get 95 range with it. That's insane, by the way. .95 range with an oak shortbow. I'm interested to know how many arrows he's used to get that. Surely that's got to be like 300,000 arrows for 95 range with an oak shortbow. That guy would be a demon in pay to play with magic shortbow and rune arrows. Yeah, like he's not dying. He's literally not dying. That build's unbelievable. What is his actual stats right now? Go range, Canson. Yeah, so he's got 80 defense, 70 strength, 56 attack. Guessing he meant to stay at 55, or is he going for 60 there? He might be going for 60 actually. 95 range, 67, no, 59 magic, 67 prayer. Look up account, Wendigo account is wicked. Hang on there. What's going on, Benji? How you doing, man? Wendigo. 40 attack, 95 strength, 85 hit points, 70 range, 31 prayer, 70 mage. Yeah, that account's sick. Yeah, he smashed that. That's a serious strength level. He's like PK ready, that guy. I'm excited to see what people do in pay to play. I hope it sparks interest of PvP. Not that I'm a PvPer really myself. I guess he would have used like 70k steel arrows. It would be wild if he spent 9 mil on 300k arrows. Yeah. I mean, 70k steals doesn't sound like a lot, to be honest. What's going on, Brennan? Anyway, how you doing, man? But yeah, 70k steals doesn't sound a lot for 95. But then again, I suppose they are like 30k each, right? For 1k? 30 each, sorry. I'm good, bro. How are you? Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. And I've heard people using like 15 to 18k arrows on 40 to 80 range. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad either, to be honest. But I don't know. It does take a while to level range, though. Mine's only 66 right now. I would like to knock out 70 before members, but currently working on trying to get 80 attack and 80 defense before that. Got so much I want to get out of the way before members, but it's only like 11 days away. I might be able to knock it out. I think I'll be able to knock out 80 attack and 80 defense by then anyway. You still high score chasing, friend, or are you just chilling out now? I'm not going as hard as I was on the high scores. Yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed. Too much prepping. Yeah, but at the minute I don't know what the best route is to go when I am prepping. I don't know what to work on first, but I've decided I'm going to try and get 100 combat before members, because I think if we head and do like KBD or something, it'd be nice to have like them stats, I think. I think like 100 combat going into KBD would be pretty huge. I'll try and maintain front page until the end of free to play. Yeah, I feel that. Agreed. I'm hitting 100 CB hopefully by the end of today. Yeah, that's big. That's big. Good shit, man. I think going into pay to play in general with 100 combat it puts you at like a massive advantage, I feel it, especially with any sort of wilderness content. I think if you had like 80 mage and then 100 combat, you'd be pretty much unstoppable in the wilderness. Right now, anyway. Most people who are PKing right now are going to be like level 85 or something on average, I'd say. Like the 80 defense will just carry us. I don't think too many people have gone hard on the combat levels, so... Melee Train doesn't get that much better in pace players, so we're good getting the gains here, doing it now. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the D long compared to the Rune Skim isn't like night and day, is it? From what I've heard. Oh, you was doing the range kill target thing. Are you behind Blick or something? You might be behind on the stream, by the way, dude. It's the only annoying thing about YouTube. I wish you could turn it off so people can't watch what's happened before and it just goes straight to the live. I feel like people accidentally press it sometimes and then they're like 10 minutes behind. What's going on, Phoenix? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Good, good. Just get in the 60 range real quick. Nice. Nice, nice. Where you training it? I don't know if cosmic runes are going to be worth anything, but I still keep picking them up. I think cosmic runes should go up in price, shouldn't they? Because obviously there's more jewelry to enchant like dueling rings and things like that. I'm hoping they'll go up from the free-to-play jewelry because obviously there's not a lot that needs enchanting, I guess. Damn zombie. And he hits a 14. Nice. Great. Of course. Such a dick. So what's everyone else working on in game right now? $85 range, that's a big level. Funding my cowhide addiction? As in your crafting addiction, foam, or your addiction to buying cowhides? What crafting level are you right now? What's going on, Liquid? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Hope you're doing good today. 74 craft? That's big. What you aiming for right now? How are you making your cash to fund your crafting addiction? Hoping to hit 79 before members release and boost with the poison chalice if I get any keys / dragon stones. Yeah. I can imagine glories will go for a hell of a lot. Wonder what the fastest method will be to get crystal keys. I wonder if it's like just killing fire giants. I wonder what glories will go for as well. I wonder if they'll be like over 100k for a glory. Funding it with coal mainly, but the price has dropped. I did see that actually. Are you sure burying bones increases your chance on lamps? I'm not 100% sure, but I've had a lot more genies burying bones than doing anything else in the game. So whether it's just coincidence, I don't know. But from what I gather when someone looked into it, that if you do actions, you have the chance of spawning a genie. I think obviously burying a bone classes as an action. But it does feel like I get a lot of genies from burying bones. Alright, sick. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't know why coal's dropping and why steel bars are dropping. I did see that. Not that I'm complaining, because I plan to buy some steel bars soon to train some more smithing and get some more total levels, but I want to round it off to 60. But I'm going to wait until I finish 100 combat, because right now moss giants are feeding me steel bars as well. I think I've got almost 300 in the bank from just moss giants alone. Yeah, I think a lot of people now are new to the game and they're using the new money makers. That's why Essence are, I think Essence are starting to drop too. And also obviously coal, because they're the two main money makers that people are using. Yeah, cowhides actually did go really high in price, though. They were like, what, 140 each at some point? Like, maybe like, I don't know, 5 days ago or something. They were really high in price. People were trying to charge like nearly 180 each at one point. But I think it's because there's been, since like Mudkip's videos gone out and 25 Buttholes has put new videos out. Obviously, a lot of the 2004 creators in general have been putting videos out combined. So I think there's a lot of new players that have joined doing newbie money makers like cowhides. I've had a few people message me in game like joined because I've seen your video, and I've asked them what they're doing, and they're like grinding cowhides. So there's bound to be more coming into the game, which is not a bad thing. Because crafting levels are nice. I should probably buy some more hides while they're cheap.
It's been the coldest of winters. Fresh start. No pressure. Soon as you get up, you're gonna feel better. Fresh start. No pressure. Soon as you get up, you're gonna feel better.
Yeah. Obviously, there'll be other crafting methods, won't there? As well. A lot of people will move to like doing bowstrings and things like that, but I know flax are going to be a pain. Do you use nature runes at all? I literally just use them for the odd alks. Index raid incoming. What's going on, mate? What's going on, Garlic? What's going on, Zeki? Appreciate you sending everyone over, Index. What's going on, Warren? How we doing? How we doing? How is everybody doing? I'm guessing Index finally got hungry. What's going on, Moisey? Index was starving himself to give you guys content. I forgot I was hungry. You were starving yourself with the content. Gotta respect it. What's going on, Apex? Literally starving himself for the content. Enjoy your tortillas anyway. Alright, take it easy, man. Enjoy your food. So many chaos runes. Give me more nature runes. But yeah, Liquid, I think you asked, do I use nature runes? I do, only for alking the items that I get dropped from here, though. And then obviously alking the steel bodies that I have in the bank. But I think I'm going to use majority of my natures because I do have a lot of steel bodies that need alking. Plus I've got some steel bars that I'm going to turn into plates, which then will need alking as well. So I'll definitely use them. What's everyone working on at the moment anyway? Everyone who's just came from Index, what's everyone doing in game? What's everyone working on? Woodcutting and fire making? Nice, nice. What's your woodcutting level now, Zeki? Superheating in the guild. What, mithril? I'm guessing. I used to do that method, but everyone was camping it really hard, so it was hard to find a world where no one was doing it. But yeah, I did like that method. It was chill. I'm killing a lot of hobgoblins. How many limpworts are you on now, Warren? Are you still banking them? Pretty sure you were banking them, right? Or was that somebody else? What's going on, Straw? A Hurley live stream. I've arrived. 1.1k limbs. That's huge. Yeah, Mithril is fine in EU mornings now. Yeah, it was tough, man, to begin with. Super tough. Literally competing with everyone. There was people who weren't even superheating, who was just stealing the mithril at the same time as mining coal. It was annoying. And an 8? Oh yeah, you've got loads of levels that you can get then. That dopamine's going to be coming in thick and fast. I think it's what, like 10 days now till Members comes out, guys. Who's excited? Who's excited? 138 total, so everything is fast, I guess. Yeah, you're chilling for a while. You'll be getting them level up messages coming in pretty often. It's going to be so good, man. I'm so sad that I missed the first day. Gonna have to tune into somebody's live stream if I get time. I'm gonna go so hard on Sunday when I get back. I'm gonna be like 20, 16 hours or something behind. 20 or 16 hours, so gonna have some catching up to do. Get my stream out in the club and ask the DJs, put on Sea Shanty too. I will, and then I'll record it. And I'll post it in the Discord. I won't be Straw, because everyone will be able to spam levels and it'll take me off the front page. People will be able to spam thieving levels, agility levels, fletching levels, and that'll instantly take me off the high scores. You'd be surprised. Imagine playing Sea Shanty in the club. It's insane. I'm indeed, Jed. I'm indeed. Will you get a Moss Giant tattoo while you're away? Potentially. I might also get a hashtag underneath with how many I've killed. Probably like 25,000 or something. I might just get it across my forehead. Hashtag 25,000. I'm a few pages down and I still feel like I'm hella gaming, so I don't feel like I'm behind if I'm putting in mad hours in, to be honest. Even if time off. Yeah, I mean, there's always time to catch up. What's going on, Analog? Appreciate it, man. Another day, another Moss Giant simulator. You know it, Berg. How you doing, man? The Moss Giant content has arrived. I hope you didn't miss it too much. become a SoundCloud rapper. There's potential. There's potential. I might have to go and cook some lobsters though, so that might switch up from the Moss Giant content because we are getting low on lobbies. We're also getting low on strength potions. Just really don't want to pay the price people want for them. Which maniacs are fishing and banking raw lobs? I don't know, but there was a guy earlier that I put on the marketplace that I wanted to buy 1,000 just because of cooking XP as well. The guy messaged me saying he had 2,500. Absolute demon at the lobster cooking. Yeah, they will, Sniffer. There's a lot of items in the herb lore category that are going to go through the roof. Red eggs as well, I imagine. Limp worts are going to be in demand all the time. So it's probably going to be like the fastest way to get a secondary for XP. $24 Temple of Icon for every person plus herb lore. It's just needed, yeah. I need to get 20 really and just keep them in the bank for Temple. I didn't even think about that. I'll just kill some hobgoblins at some point. If Moss Giants gets packed later, I might head over to hobgoblins and start stacking some. It'll give me a reason to. $45 requirement herb lore for legends. Yeah, that's like Temple of Icon quest, Willem. You have to take them to the, is it the witch or something, and they have to be unnoted as well, so can't have anything in your inventory. It's 20 limpworts and something else, I think, if I remember rightly. So the inventory's like full. Or there's something else you need as well. Got a little 40 stack. Yeah, I think hobgoblins drop them at like a 1 in 6 chance, so it's pretty easy to stack them if you want to. It's great range XP, it's super worth. The ice arrows are a pain. Ice arrows? Oh yeah. How do you get them again? You need them for... Is that for Temple of Icon as well, the ice arrows? You only need 1 ice arrow, just use steel knives or something and it works. I can't remember the exact ins and outs of that quest, to be honest. But now he just said ice arrows, I remember parts of it. You get the ice arrows out of like chests or something. Like you have to loot chests, don't you, for ice arrows? Sure you do. Or is that a totally different quest? You have like a random chance of getting ice arrows out of the chests? Yeah, thought it was that. Oh really, is there like a bug garlet? Got ya. So you just need to loot a chest to get 1 knife, put it in your quiver, and then you can use knives. And it thinks that you're using ice arrows. Got ya. It's good to know. So I remember the ice arrows were a pain. They must have fixed that in old school, did they? Because I remember when I did the quest on old school, it like told me to keep looting chests for arrows. Didn't tell me there was like a bug for it or a glitch, so shall we say. It's not fixed? Oh, I must have just fumbled on the guide that I was using then. It's good to know though. It means I'm not going to spend half an hour searching chests. So I remember it used to give you like 1 and 2 at a time. Yeah, that was it. You had to like, and things are aggro in there, aren't they? And they like attack you. Is it spiders or some shit? What's going on, Michael? How you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, ice spiders. Yeah, I remember. They were like, they did damage from what I remember. I don't know if I did it without prayers though, so you can probably just pray against them now. Just flick them or whatever, but now I know that you just need to get 1 arrow, it's fine. I should probably keep some steel bars in the bank really to make steel knives. What do you think is the average age of the player base? Probably 26, 27. At a guess. Mental age, I'd probably go with like 11. Yeah, I wasn't lowballing then Apex. 29, 32. Well, on my analytics for my videos, Anthel, hang on, let me double check again. So my audience for watching these videos, the average age is 25 to 34, with nobody watching in the like 0.6% are 18 to 24 years, and 91% are 25 to 34 years. So it goes to show that no one young are really playing. There you go then. Look at all the... So pretty much, I might be wrong in saying it could be higher than that. The average age could be 30. Looking at that. Grandpa mutants. You can't always make that assumption that there are no kids in our community though. Be careful in chat, etc. Oh yeah, of course. I think it's good that the filter exists as well, to be honest. There was a reason why it existed back in the day, and there's a reason why it's been left in. I think it stopped a lot of the toxicity as well, with stuff not being able to be said in chat. Yeah, and mine are. Although I don't swear in the videos, they're just... Yeah, I mean... It's probably better to just leave them to be playing Fortnite and shit. They wouldn't get this game if they come and play it anyway. They'd just be like, why are the graphics so bad? And why does everything take long to level up? What's going on, Stop? How you doing? There's probably is some younger people playing, but the average age will be higher because this is what we enjoyed when we were that age. they're all enjoying Fortnite and shit. And now Call of Duty's also turned into Fortnite, so they're enjoying that as well. They've got plenty of options right now. It'll be interesting to know how many kids are allowed on GTA 6, though. That'll be interesting. I can't believe we got 2 versions of old school RuneScape before we got GTA 6, though. Still doesn't sit right with me. They'd need a Subway Surfers clip running at the top of the screen. I think Club Penguin's more their vibe anyway. What's my favourite skill released or to be released? Slayer. Jealous, so not released yet, but my favourite skill. Club Penguin was my jam back in the day. You remember the money tree? I can't remember bits of it, but do you remember? And on, was the music stopped? So there we go. I don't remember like certain parts of Club Penguin, but I did play it. I just can't remember it. I never played it enough to remember parts of it. I was always a RuneScape kid. Couldn't afford Oblivion or Morrowind. I thought RuneScape was going to be close to that, but I stayed for the e-kills. Jesus. Was a room you could tip the iceberg over if you stood on one side of it. I don't think there was a free-to-play, was there, for Club Penguin? You had to pay membership for it, didn't you? Like, there was no free-to-play version, if I remember rightly. Or I might be wrong. I was almost sure you had to pay for membership, though, on Club Penguin. Free to play, but members to unlock all the colours of the puffles. But oh, that was it at the end. Yeah. There was so much on Club Penguin though, but there wasn't really that much that you could do. It was more just cosmetics, weren't it? It was what you could wear and shit. That was the start of microtransactions right there. Man United, though. How much do you think the first whip would be sold at? 10-15 mil, maybe. Doubt anyone would pay it, but someone will probably put that price up. And it also depends on how many people are at near or at 85 at the same time. If you've got one guy who's like 5 levels ahead of second place, then they'll be able to charge 15, 20, 25 mil. It just depends on how many people are like. If it was like Smithy, you know how Bronze and Buck were like head to head the whole time, there was more items coming into the game. Whereas if Slayer's one of them ones where the next guy behind him is super far behind, like 5 levels, then yeah, he'll be able to charge silly money. Someone was saying that on release of whips, they were dropped at a 1 in 50 chance. Does anyone know if there was any truth behind that? And then they apparently buffed the drop rate or nerfed the drop rate, or whatever you want to say, to 512. But apparently on release it was a 1 in 50 to receive a whip. I'm back right now, 95. But yeah, I also remember whips being a lot of money. They weren't always around like the 3 million mark, from what I remember. Because Slayer was not one of them skills that people really knew how to train. As simple as it sounds now, you just go to the location and kill the monster. 15 years ago, that was like... It was like almost like Morse code when the task would be given to you. You'd be trying to work out where to go and what to kill and everything else. But it seems simple now. And obviously, I think a lot of people will be grinding Slayer when it comes out this time. Because a lot of people now have got their heads screwed on and know what is worth doing. And obviously we know how good the whip is, whereas back then people didn't know how good the whip would be once it was released. How many essence did the drop, Michael? I think you might be right in saying that whips were like 10 mil, because I have a vague memory of whips being so expensive back in the day, more than what they are and how they've ever been around like the 3 mil mark. I'm sure they've been like double that minimum. But as I say, I think back in the day, a lot of people didn't train Slayer because they just didn't know how to do it. So you had like the dedicated gamers that did it and then brought whips into the game. They're a Pixel part market. You can see the advertisements for prices. Yeah, it'd be a case of finding out when that picture was took though, because if it was a few weeks down the line, the price would be different. Whips were super expensive on release. I've seen them go for 15 mil when it was first released for a couple of weeks. It stayed stable for a long time, 9 mil, yeah. Barrows pieces as well will be super expensive on release. Like Varac's plate skirt will be expensive. I remember for sure one of the first whips sold for 30 mil. I used to camp the marketplace all the time. I could imagine. Because Slayer, back in like 2005, would have took so long to get to 85. New video out at 6 PM, by the way, guys, in 2 hours from now. Another progress video. So some dopamine level up content for you. Although a lot of that video is also Moss Giant content. You can watch live Moss Giant content, then you can watch offline Moss Giant content as well. Yeah, I'm excited for Barrows. Did Slayer come before Barrows, or did it come after? What you guys want to play releases? I'm going to have fun for a little while, I think. I'm going to plan to do some KBD and stuff like that and actually do some of the content. End game, shall we say. So Barrows came before Slayer. Interesting. It's nice to know you can get a decent setup then before you go and train. How many more days of Moss Giants? It could be a couple. Got a few more attack levels and then we got 10 defense levels. It could be worse though. We could be mining coal, right? No one wants to see the coal mining streams. Slayer added 4 months before Barrows. Okay, cool. That's fine. So, if it came... Slayer came for... I wonder if you can get 85 Slayer in 4 months. I'd say yeah, right? So you can use Whip at Barrows, potentially. I'm not entirely sure how much XP per hour you got back in 2005 slaying. Can. Just trying to think what monsters... Did you have like block lists and things like that in 2005, or did you have to do the task? Just join the Discord, Tom Jones, and you can speak to them. But it's an anti-botting measure. It's more of like it just connects, so then you can log in via Discord to prevent people making... Because what was happening was people were spam making accounts and creating bots to do that, and then obviously just botting the game. So now they have to have a verified Discord account, so it just stops all bots in their tracks. That's pretty much the only reason. It was never like that to begin with. It was an anti-botting measure that was put in place. $5k XP an hour at most. That's painful. Yeah, you could also make a totally new Discord, Tom, if you wanted to do that. I didn't even think about that. What the incentive to bot this? Because there's currently... It's literally blowing up. And there's currently 777 people playing right now. You could also just make a totally new Discord account if you're worried. I didn't even think to say that. You can make a totally new email and then make a totally new Discord, link it all together, and then it's just a throwaway Discord at that point, right? No, yeah, that's fair enough. It's fair enough. Everyone's got their right to do whatever they feel comfortable with, and Pizzazz also promotes that, and he also promotes it on the website as well. Can't see where it is. When I do that, there we go. So it also says here, as a reminder, never use the same passwords across any service. So it's literally telling you to not, it's reminding you not to do any of that stuff. I don't know if that showed for you guys, but it should have. I don't know if the thing that I just tried to show on stream showed up. Did the website pop up then, guys, when I tried to show it on stream or not? When is the member stuff coming out? In 10 days. 10 days from now at 4 p.m. UK time. So like, how is this guy running all this without charging anyone? He's doing it out of his own pocket, out of passion for the game. He's using his day job to pay for it, but I believe he's probably earned quite a lot of money because he's a software developer. And I think he works from home as well. But you can also buy him a coffee if you would like to, using his coffee link. But it's completely like you don't have to pay for anything. I think the hype will eventually die down anyway. So right now it seems like it's not sustainable, but servers like these, and plus the worlds that he's using to host them don't actually cost that much money. It's about, I think it's about $20 per world, and you can have 2,000 players on a world. So when you think about it, it's not that expensive. But yeah, he's got a very good career. He already explained that he's a developer that gets contracted to jobs. So I don't think he would have took it on if he couldn't sustain it, because his whole idea in the first place was just to get it out there, which is why it's open for people to download and host themselves. But with the fact that each world can hold 2,000 players, you got to remember that back in the day, a lot of the worlds were constantly full, and there was just 2,000 players in every single world. But resources just respawned faster, so it just worked. So yeah, I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Right now it's in a good place, and I think around 2,000 players would be completely fine. I don't think we'd want any more than 2,000 players, concurrent anyway. Like 2,000 online across, I don't know, 12 worlds would be fine. Any more than that and it could get a little bit... Yeah. It's not like he's misappropriating donations. He's using it to host and feed himself / coffee. Yeah, so it's not like... Yeah, basically. He's not just using them for his own gain and buying Audis and whatever else, you know. He's using it to... He's putting it towards whatever's needed. And if he got more donations 1 month, I imagine he would just put that money to the side, and then if 1 month come up short, he could just put more towards it, you know. But he's doing it out of his own pocket. But as long as it isn't turning over a profit, then he should be fine. Yeah, I don't think we should worry too much about it. I spilled soda on my laptop and it made a frying sound and shut off. Turned it on a week later and it worked. Back to 2004scape. At least you've now got the 2004 experience where it's all running janky because you've spilled drink all over it. I think, what is it? FPS on. FPS 20. We'll go for the full 2004 experience with the janky frame rate. Do you reckon it was slower than this, guys? Do you reckon I'm being generous when I said 20 frames? How many frames does everyone getting as a kid? You can literally just do the FPS one, full set. This was more like it, weren't it? 10 frames? 10 frames, do we think? Look at, all I need now is the unregistered hypercam at the top, and this would be like a PKing video. It was so janky. Just got disconnected, but my account is still logged in. It normally disconnects itself after a little while. You should be fine. I think Pizzazz said that your account is actually logged out, but it's lost connection to the central server. So it doesn't like... Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it loses connection to the central server. The central server thinks it's still logged in, but the main server you were playing on has logged you out, so you don't lose your items, from what I remember him saying. It's authentic. It's authentic. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I was talking about something earlier. I don't know how many of you guys was here. I was talking about the cannon. So, back in the day, the cannon had a bug where you could pick people's cannon up. If you placed your cannon on the same tile as someone else's cannon on a different world, hopped back to their world, and then picked it up. And they've coded that bug into 2004. So people will be able to pick other people's cannons up if they troll them and put them on the same tile in a different world. Yeah, he sends I think it sends like a thing to log the account out after so long. I think it like runs a script or something. But if you pick someone's cannon up, you lose your cannon. So you can't, like, duplicate the cannons. They just have to go back to the guy who gives you the cannon. Any idea how much 1 mil GP will get me craft XP? I'm not entirely sure. It depends how many hides you can... Right now you can buy what? Yeah, so it depends. What crafting level are you right now, Willem? Just 40. So yeah, someone said 350k XP. So I guess just add 350,000 XP in a calculator onto your level. See what level you can get. Be the best way to work it out. It'll be 60 something maybe, I'd say. The 99 craft is 40 mil. Jesus. That sounds dreadful when you say it that way. Wait till you find out how much 99 Herblore is. In Oscaris, the Bible is the easiest part. In this, the Bible is the hardest part. Yeah. How weird. "99 Herb is not about the GP, it's about losing your mental health." Yeah, someone will though. Someone will attempt to like seriously grind Herblore. There's always one. I don't know who that is going to be yet, but there's always one. You strung flax to 80 craft, you're a legend. Flax is like so bad right now because you pick one flax at a time. First guy tonight on Herbie_RS was making potions for people you trade in mats, and he gives you the pots back, no profit. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen here too, right? That's going to happen with a clan. A clan's just going to feed one member potions, and then they'll obviously just make them the potions for them, but just gain the XP from it. Oh no. What world am I on? I'm on world 6 right now. Oh, I ate the lobster. Damn it. I didn't mean to eat the lobster. I was reading chat. Is it hard to find an open world at Moss's? Kind of, yeah. Depending on what your combat level is, you'll probably have more luck at Varrock Sewers than you will at Crandor. No point competing when streamers and clan are funded indefinitely, at least with Bible skills. Yeah, you can't compete with anyone who's in a clan. It's not going to work. It's the same when smithing was being done. A lot of them were in clans, and Inducted wasn't in a clan, but Buck was. So when Inducted stopped, Buck just took over, taking all of the buyers for, well, all of the sellers. Let's see, come at level 82, Barrett better. Maybe. I don't know how fast you kill them at 82, I can't remember. But you can have a try. See how you get on. Depends how fast you kill the moss giants. See, I use the pre-spawn because I kill the two moss giants too fast. Like now, I'd be waiting for the other one to spawn again. But I got this one here. It depends how much downtime you have at 82 combat. I can't remember. How did the Inducted make his GP? Smithing to begin with, I think. And then I'm not entirely sure what he did after that. He didn't make anything from fishing or cooking because he did the fish cook method. I think he made his money from smithing to buy the feathers for 99 cooking and 99 fishing. This is Crandor, Kevin, for the moss giant spawn, if that's what you're talking about. What's going on, Datry? What's the goal for... What's coal going for on the high end? I think it's dropped in price, hasn't it? I love that story, you know, Warren, the Blue Rose story. I was watching some of the old stories yesterday. If you guys want to check out a good YouTuber that does talk about them kind of stories, I think he's called the RuneScape Historian, and he's got some really good videos on the history of what happened back then and different things. I watched the is it the Falador massacre? I watched that one yesterday. I already knew a little bit about it, but I didn't know about Cursed You, the guy who basically took days off school so he could get the construction level to max out his house, and that's how it all happened when he expelled the guests. I didn't know like the ins and outs of it. Panic buy limps. Panic buy limps, guys. Don't panic buy Runescence. Panic buy limps. I have a feel like a lot of people are holding Runescence and they're going to get caught holding the bag. I've just got a feeling that right now people are holding Runescence, plan to drop them at members, and there's going to be a lot of them that come into the game. You got to remember that there's a lot of people mining Runescence 24 hours of the day right now. There'll be a lot in circulation. There's just people that are holding them. And then once they all try selling them at the same time, they'll crash. Unless you plan to use them yourself, of course. If you plan to hold them to sell, I don't think it's a good idea, personally. I might be wrong, but the way that I see it, I just think there'll be a lot of people who are holding them, try to sell them when members comes out, and then there'll be that many that people will all try selling at the same time, because everyone apparently will want to do nature rune crafting, and then the price will just be dropping constantly. Because there'll just be a load going into circulation at the same time. It's the way I see it anyway. I could be wrong. I just think a lot are being mined. Yeah. There'll be a lot that are holding them. Yeah, it could go both ways. I'm just saying, my point of view is I'm just not holding them for that reason. I think there's other things that you could invest in that have more potential. Well, in fact, probably not even holding them till members comes out. It'd be more a case of just holding cash and then buying stuff cheap when people are like trying to sell members items, like herbs and things. People will want to get rid of them fast, so you'll be able to, because people will want to buy members items and members gear. So I think if you just had raw cash, you'll I'd probably say hold limps over Runescence. If you were going to hold anything at all. Red eggs and limps. If you were going to hold anything. But I'd say probably make sure you've got some raw cash, because people will be trying to sell stuff cheap when members comes out. People all need cash fast. There'll also be a lot of new players that come in just to start killing Chaos Druids straight away. Yeah, Kevin. But yeah, I'm just spending cash on XP, and I'll keep some cash to buy some stuff off people at a cheaper price. It's just my opinion on it anyway. I think Rune Essence could go one of two ways, and if it goes the other way, then you could get caught holding a lot of them. I mean, in time they'll go back up though, but they could crash as soon as members comes out. Like over time, they will increase in price, I think, to like 100 each at some point, but it'll be a long-term investment. What's going on, Nathan? How you doing? I think it would be worth getting 63 crafting to ouch D high bodies if I'm going to kill green drags. Yep, absolutely. That's what I plan to do. Yeah, there'll be a lot of people who start day one and they'll go mine Rune Essence because they think that that's the good money maker. Everyone's putting YouTube videos out right now talking about money makers, and Rune Essence is the #1. Every time in every single video, Rune Essence is in there. That just means more and more Rune Essence are coming into the game. There'll only be so many people who want a runecraft. Because it's not everyone's favourite skill. But yeah, I do plan to do that as well, Silo. Get the 63. I was debating on getting 71 and then killing blue dragons. Hope Jagex does an official server like this. I love it. It's like fresh classic WoW service. Yeah, it is good. Really good. Even if they just made a deal with Pizzazz, then it would be good. Obviously, I feel like people would have to start their progress all over again if a deal was reached. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think we should just keep going how we're going now, and hopefully nothing happens. You've got the true value of Law Runes at the minute. I mean, they have been going for like 490 to 500 for quite a while now, so if that's the price that you're looking at, it's probably the price they are. If you can get them any cheaper than that, then I'd say you're probably looking at a good price. Are there any requirements to mine Rune Essence at the moment? Literally just a quest that takes you 2 minutes. Trying to sell them? I've been selling them for 490 to 500, so I don't know what they are right now because I haven't looked at the market, but every time I've tried to sell mine, that's what I've sold them for. And I don't think the price has really changed in a good few days now. Lawrence will jump to 1k here soon. I mean, there's no way of crafting them, so there's potential that they keep rising in price because there's more players coming into the game. There's more areas you can teleport to. Like, you can teleport to Ardoin and Watchtower. So that's, and also Camelot. So that's like 3 more uses of the runes to get you around the map. So they're going to be being consumed even more. They can't be crafted, so yeah, there's a fat chance they still keep going up in price. Because there's no altar in the game right now, Berg. the altar comes like in the next update. They were jumping price because of what's needed to use them for when new skills are out, and I will leave it there. Yeah, I do believe they'll go up. Lorens aren't 1k Majors Guild and they stock 500, so I don't think they'll hit 1k. Even if bought out, something like shop price will cap the... Yeah, potentially. On if you buy in 500 at every point on 12 worlds, there'll be a lot coming to the game, but there'll also be a lot that are used. I probably am just going to sell mine though before members. I'm not going to hold all of the ones that I've got. I'll take the risk and sell them for like 500 each, and hopefully they don't rise in price. So I think I've nearly got 500 now, I think. When you string those bowstrings, you're going to want those lore runes. Are you talking about nature runes? For Alkin. So that'll be nature runes if you're talking about Alkin. When you make them, lore runes to make them. I'm not following. I was in pick the flax and then go and then teleport back to Camelot. Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about picking the flax, stringing the bows, and then teleporting back to Camelot to then bank? Not really any of the games right now, Kevin, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of dropped a lot of the other games I was playing. I got sick of Call of Duty because it turned into Fortnite. Mainly just play old school in this, to be honest, right now. Waiting on GTA 6. ...2004 members before GTA 6. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, I played a little bit of Marvel Rivals. That's pretty good. I did get a little bit bored of it though, but I do see the appeal to it. I played probably about 40-50 hours of it. I enjoyed it. That was a while back though. I pretty much played it when it first came out. I was struggling to find something to play. Still play Fallout 76. I've never played Fallout. Literally never played Fallout. There's a lot of the games that everybody's played that I just haven't played. I haven't played Elden Ring. I should probably give Elden Ring a crack though, because everyone says that game's like 10/10. Elden Ring was the best week of my life. Yeah. That's what I've heard. What do you think treasure trials will be like when they arrive? I don't know, to be honest. They'll probably just be very similar to old school, I imagine. Just without certain locations, because some of parts of the map are missing. So, all in all, it should probably make it easier for us to do the clue scrolls, because a lot of the locations that are in old school are missing, so you haven't got to go all over the map, I don't think. I think there's less areas to... But then, true, there is certain areas where you'll have to walk to, I imagine. Because I can't imagine every place has got a teleport. So yeah, they could be a little bit tedious. But they'll be worth doing because the money's pretty good. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to the puzzles. I was never big on clue scrolls. Like, they were never my thing, really. Some guy trying to sell 9k cowhides for 160 each. Yeah, he's probably about 4 days late to that price. Tell him he's 4 days late to the price. Nearly 78 attack. Nice. Telling me you'll buy all 9,000 for 175 each, but he has to go to the zombies in the wilderness, the zombie graveyard, and you'll buy them there. Wagyu A5 cowhide. I wonder if he killed all 9,000 cows himself. That's crazy if he killed 9,000 cows, though. That's a lot of time spent as well, because you'd have to bank them all. I'd be surprised if he's killed 9,000. I think you can kill, like, what, 200, like, get 300 an hour? Bro locked in have got to lock out. He's been in the cow time chamber. Bill Cosby's killed 40k cows at the crafting guild. Oh my god. Yeah, that's insane. Wonder if he's got any levels in strength or anything killing the cows. Because you like one hit them. Pretty sure, isn't he like 90 strength or something as well? He'd just be one banging them. Ranger K strength XP. That is madness. There's a genie. It's been a while since I had the last genie, to be honest, so it's gonna take a while to get 49 runecraft in there. I'm happy I've not had to do air runes though. I've just been leveling it passively with genies. What's going on, Alfie? How does it feel? You're like 12% of the way to max combat. Feels absolutely fabulous. Kinda tempted to kill hellhounds for hellhounds for hard clues in Savally when the update hits. Could. I would probably recommend doing Lost City first though and getting yourself a Dragon Longsword. Any predictions on cow hide prices? Think they'll stay around 100? You know what? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I don't know if there'll be enough new players that kill cows still. I feel like they'll still be in circulation, but I'm unsure what the price will be. They might go up in price because there might be less cow killers and people will be doing like members content to make money. Is there anything you can do in members apart from picking flax that's like no requirement money making? You're a gamer, respect it. Appreciate it, Alpha. But yeah, we've been doing some nerd hours recently, man. Some serious nerd hours. White berries in the wilderness. Are they a thing in 2004? I remember that method. I used to do that too. I'm pretty sure that was before lava dragons were a thing. What did you use the white berries for again? It was a herb lore potion, weren't it? But what potion was it? Super defense. Will people be buying super defense potions? Maybe? I guess? Making bowstrings earlier were pretty nice craft. Yeah, I mean, you're getting crafting levels and also you're going to be making money as well. So it's probably better than most money makers, to be honest, because you are going to get early crafting levels. What crafting level does it require to make bowstrings? Because you probably have to kill some cows first, right, to get the early level. Oh, is it only 5? That's 5. That's fine, yeah. It'd be a good money maker then. As I say, I don't know how tedious flax are going to be because you can only pick one flax at a time. That could be super tedious. Category 2 clues, not medium, yeah. Categories. Category clues. Are they called medium clues in game, though? Not category 2 clues. $14.4k total flax per wheel per hour spawnable, apparently. And there's going to be 12 worlds. I guess it is quite a lot of flax, though, coming into the game every hour. If every world's got full people doing it. They're just called clue scrolls. Gotcha. Super excited for KBD though. It's going to be some super fun content. Killing green drags as well, making cash. Dragon bones. I can't believe we still have to just bury the dragon bones though. We can't use them on an altar for extra XP. That feels almost like a sin. To have to just bury the dragon bones and not be able to use them on the altar. I mean, it doesn't help as well that you can't even AFK the flax making. You have to make each flax one by one. You can't like do make all and it just sits there for like 30 seconds making them for you. I don't think cannons are going to be as busy as people think. I don't think people are going to be using cannons very much, personally. Can't see many people spending 750k and then buying cannonballs as well. What will be the most expensive item in the game? I'm going to say the Dragon Square Shield. That's a guess anyway. Left half shield's going to be going for a few mil. First one dropped. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, Rangers actually. I didn't even think about Ranger boots. There's also Wizard boots as well, right? They're going to be like the 3 most expensive. You've also got the Robin Hood hat as well, haven't you? Yeah, so you've got... It's going well, Lenza. How you doing, man? We're still killing them right now. We're almost 78 attacks. So we've got 2 more attack levels, almost. And then 10 more defense. And then we're done. And we're out of the Moss Giant content. We're getting there now. We're getting there. But yes, so you've got Wizard Boots, Ranger Boots, Dragon Square, Robin Hood hat. And I think that's it. Right? What's the best low level training for like 20 combat? Barbarians right now in free to play, if that's what you're talking about. Barbarians until base 30s, then go to Giants. Stay at Giants till base 45s, 50s, and then move to Moss Giants, is what I would say. You could also do some Dark Wizards at like 35, 40 if you wanted to as well. So you can get some nature runes, make some money. I'd recommend training your range from level 1 to level 40. Well, maybe do 1 to 20 at monks or something like that, and then move from monks to dark wizards till level 40. And then go 45 at moss giants, then move to lesser demons at 45 maybe. But yeah, dark wizards are super underrated. For earlier levels anyway. Yeah, the one where you do the Demon Slayer quest or whatever it is. They're pretty cozy over there, and it's good nature runes, good money per hour. Yeah, monks are really good for early levels in range and melee training. I feel like red spiders are slept on. Yeah, if you're AFK in, red spiders are good. You can pick up the red spider eggs as well. They're not a bad method. They just don't provide you with much if you're not picking the eggs up. It is grindy, but it's literally 1-to-1. It does speed up. Have you done the Vampire Slayer quest yet? To get the early attack levels. But yeah, I probably wouldn't play either if it was boosted experience. Everyone gets everywhere too fast when it's boosted experience. You don't feel like you accomplish much when it's boosted, I feel. Right now, it feels like a grind, but once you finish that grind and you move on to the next upgrade, it actually feels rewarding. Whereas if you were to get 40 attack or 60 attack in like 2 hours, it just wouldn't feel that rewarding. Or maybe even less than 2 hours. It's very rare that you find a private server with 1-to-1 rates, but obviously this is more than a private server, but just in general. Yeah, a lot of people talk about this being shut down, but that's also been going for a long time, and that's a 2007 recreation, which is actually closer to old school than this is. So, and that's still going, and I don't think it's had any sort of like, why is this more than a private server? Because private servers tend to have like some sort of gain behind them, in terms of like, they're not hosting it for the players, they're hosting it for personal gain, whereas this is being hosted for the players, and you can tell by having 20 contributors that are constantly adding code to the game every single day that they actually just care about preserving what's there and out there and available. RuneWorld, a private server I was playing a bunch, got shut down. Yeah, I'm guessing that was making a lot of money, Alfie, in terms of donations. I'm guessing it had like donation packages and all types of shit like that. It wasn't like, I imagine it was plastered everywhere, weren't it? So you could buy things from the store and whatever else. Because every single private server you go on, they're always promoting all the products that they're selling and everything, because it's just about the money. Yeah, and they've also said if it gets shut down, they will continue to work on the project, but they just won't host it live. there just won't be a live server, but the GitHub will update with new things. Because it's all, the main thing that he's also said is that this will forever now be played single player. Like, it doesn't matter, you could still play it single player if you wanted to. Yeah, the experience is not the same, but it's still out there and available for years to come for people just to play it solo or play with their friends, hosted locally. Yeah, exactly. Like, at this point, anyone can go and host a project. So even if Jagex take this down, as a community, and everyone who's in the Lost Citizens Discord can just move to a different source of whoever's hosting it, and they'll just move the players with them. And you can just export your player save right now, download it, and then it's available. But Pizzazz has also said that he would just release the full, like, all the player files, because the passwords are encrypted anyway. No one would be able to check the passwords and like hack people's accounts, you know. So it's going to cost them a lot of money to go after a server that's not really making any money and not promoting money making for themselves, because they've also got to then send a cease and desist, which also costs money to create in the first place. Like, get it all set up with a lawyer and everything. It's a lot of hassle for them. For a game that's making no money. Why do people play Minecraft solo? Exactly. It's the same thing. It's because you're still... now that this has been released out there and it's downloadable, you will still get people who have downloaded this and are playing it solo, even not even playing the live game. There will be somebody out there who is playing this solo in their free time. Yeah, it's a completely different experience, but it might just be the experience that they want. But it's available. But as I say, I don't think this is really hurting Old School's numbers. They have, what, 140,000 online daily. I don't think it's hurting their numbers whatsoever. Their membership pricing will be going up and down daily by the hundreds, because people get burnt out, they cancel their membership, and there's also people who feel like playing again and they'll resub. It's just every day you'll get it'll be up and down every day, their like finances, because people get burnt and then people get the itch to come back again. So they couldn't possibly go off their numbers and say this is making us lose money, because people would be subscribing and unsubscribing daily. The only thing they could probably go off is that it's using their property. Private servers are a threat. They're also a blessing in disguise, because they keep RuneScape in people's minds. Whereas if no private server exists, people might just go and play a totally different game altogether and completely forget about RuneScape. Whereas if you're playing a RuneScape private server, you're probably also staying up to date with what's happening in the real version. Yeah, Gali, there's a lot of servers that do the exact same thing. So you got to remember that I'd imagine that them servers there are on the priority list of takedowns before this one. Surely this one would be bottom of the list, because you've got servers that are making tons of money with player counts that are similar to this, but not they're making money out of it, a lot of money, and pushing as much money as possible. And they're also not showing themselves in a good light either, whereas this game tells you on the homepage not to use same password as you would for any other service. You can't buy gold here, etc., etc. Like he's definitely put it in a very good light, and that's all we can hope for, that they just ignore it and just carry on with whatever they're working on. I don't think financially it's destroying them. If this server hit 5-6k active players, I'd get worried, but anything lower, I think it can fly under the radar. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they'd have to take out many other servers before they went after this one. As I say, I think there's more bigger fish to fry than this one, personally. There's a server called, I think it's, what is it, Allura or something, that's been going for 6 years, and it has a very similar concurrent player count this one does. So, I think you've just got to... And the guy who ran 2004scape, Devoneer, I think it was, he was in Vank's stream one day. I don't know if you guys watch Vank, but he was in Vank's stream talking about what happened to him, and he said that it was more to do with like the images he had on the website and stuff as to why it was shut down, and he thinks that 2004 should be fine being open source. So I can't wait until Barrows comes out. Tarot's PK ain't going to be lit. Yeah, I just can't wait to go and watch people in the wilderness do it. I'm crap at it myself, but I will happily stand there and watch people do it. Open source means that everything that you see here right now is obtainable by everybody. So you can download the actual source code and change it yourself and do whatever you want to it. This right now, what we're playing, is downloadable by anybody. You just go on the website and download the zip files. And you can change whatever you want. It's all there for you. Jagex themselves could download it and look at all the code and everything that's there if they wanted to. He hasn't claimed anything as his own. It's all open source. Nothing's been claimed as his own. He hasn't copyrighted nothing, because obviously that would just go against him, because it's already copyrighted by Jagex. A lot of these private servers try and copyright their own content and say that they created it because they obviously coded a certain thing or whatever. And Jerry's coded it from scratch. He hasn't like pulled this from a different private server, and you can tell he's also not done that because it's not as janky as many other private servers that I've also played. And you could always tell that it was a similar base from a private server, because each private server used to come from a base. Yeah, Freak, it has been done, and it's still being done now. If you go on certain private server websites, you can see that they're trying to copyright stuff because they've coded it or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, he's written it from scratch, but it's also all of Jagex's property in terms of what the NPCs look like, the models, everything that you're looking at is owned by Jagex. But how it functions isn't how Jagex has it to function. He set it up in a way that's as close as he can get it to the way they set it up. Obviously, he can't see into how their engine is coded and different things like that, but he can try and do it as best he can to make it what he thinks is authentic. When was Barrows released anyway? 2005. We spoke about this earlier. I can't remember the month though. Does anyone know the month off the top of the head? We did speak about it earlier, but I can't remember when it was. It was 2005 sometime. A lot of their code is going to be way cleaner. They actually have to make sure they don't use the modern tools when coding to recreate some of the spaghetti code. Yeah. So they purposely try and make it bad, which is pretty baffling, but they have to like purposely make it bad so certain bugs exist and things like that. It's like they did an update the other day and it was like authentic random event bug added. It's like purposely adding a bug into the game because it's authentic. Can't wait to be flinching KQ in this gear. It's going to be great. I don't know about great. It sounds painful, to be honest. But according to Mate, who's in the stream, or he was earlier, he thinks that KQ on release wasn't as tanky as it is, or as bad as it is now in old school. You can't like spam gain genies. If you were 30 attack, 30 strength, would you rush rune skim or go to 40 strength into 40 attack? I can't remember what I did. I'd probably go 40 attack though. Lanza, honestly. User packed. Yeah, I think people are just starting to put use thinking that they're going to be worth a fortune when members drops as well. That's another item that everyone's holding on to. Do you remember the Law Remains scam back in V West? I don't remember some of the one scam that got me was the most stupid scam ever, and I lost a D chain to it. That someone said they were buying a D chain, so I put mine up, and they said that they'll meet me in Camelot and gave me the Camelot teleport runes. And they said their friend wants to buy it and he's in Camelot, and then I accepted the trade and didn't take the D chain out and got cooked for a D chain. So bad. I think he said his friend wanted to meet me in Camelot to buy it, and I just accepted the trade. I think that one got everyone, man. It was so simple but effective. Fell for that scam but lost third age. Mage top in 2013. Yeah, it was such an easy scam. Like, it doesn't even make sense that it worked, but I feel like it must have worked 10 times a day. Because people just didn't think. They just wanted to sell it, so they just accept the trade. Especially when they were saying like they'll buy it for 500k more or something. You just didn't think about it. You just accepted the trade and you were like, oh no. I logged off that day. I don't think I logged in for like 3 days or something. I remember it immediately made me sweat. That I just lost it. It was bad. I don't know if anyone watched like some of my beginner videos, but there's a guy called Q in the community, and he sold me my rune scimitar for 165k. And in the video, I'm obviously recording saying that I'm buying a rune skim. He doesn't know I'm recording, but he says enjoy iron skim or something, or myth skim, and I like spam click the thing to make sure that it's a rune skim. It's in one of like my beginner videos at the start. My original main back in 05, this kid was selling his brother's account. But yeah, he said enjoy myth skim, and I started panic right clicking it to make sure it was a mithril one. A rune one, sorry. I enjoyed going like buying Kami Teletab 10k, so people traded, you're trying to get a quick buck, then you'd anticipate when they put it in, so if you exit the trade they click the tab until they accidentally. That's a scam where people would sell noted false arrows but swap out those with regular rune legs at the last second. Yeah, people have been doing that with rune essence, putting in like 1,000 rune essence and then swapping it to 100 rune essence. I bought the account for 250k. Quickly change the details, still have the account maxed to this day. That's mental. When you're sitting in Varrock typing for an hour trying to sell something and you get excited that you're going to sell it finally and your brain stops working. Yeah, that's what used to happen, was when you got scammed by the teleport glitch, like the teleport scam, that you would be so fed up of trying to sell your item that you just rush to sell it and lose it. I feel like a few people will be posting, once members comes out, a few people will be posting that they got scammed. Especially when some of the big tier items start coming into the game. There's a few lures, isn't there, with like, I think one's on like a ladder, isn't there? And there's one with a candle or something. But yeah, I never got lured, I just got scammed. When I was like 10, I saw someone with a woodcutting cape, asked me if he could do it on my account, and just straight gave him my user and password. That's crazy. I got scammed by level 7 a few days ago. 202 cow-highs. 22. No. He's banned. He got banned. That's nice. 222 to 22. That's painful. It makes your heart sink when you get scammed, man. It doesn't even matter if it's like big or small. It still hurts. It just makes you feel like he got one up on me. I had my full bronze scammed when I was like 8 or 9 by a guy named Legolas. Never trusted a soul again. He scarred you that bad you can still remember his username. I remember back in Classic, you couldn't add X GP to a trade, so you'd have to click and hold to add GP. The scam was to add a needle to add a digit to the money stack. That's crazy. There was a scam when your friend would be selling an item in the bank for 500k. It could be an unknown item that no one could easily buy. Then you would message people in bank saying you're buying it for 5 mil. Oh yeah. I've seen that one before. Afternoon, afternoon. How you doing? Yeah, the needle scam was common. I didn't ever hear it that. But then again, I didn't play classics, so I wouldn't know. Is it Poor Olo, how you say your name? Or Olo? Paolo? Paolo? Paolo. Paolo. Got ya. Got you, got you, got ya. Gets me every time. I always question myself if I'm going to say it right. Paolo. Got ya. I remember that now. All good begin AFK use all day whilst working. I did see on the most recent one you've been doing that. Will they release more bank space for members? Yeah, 240 from 60, so it'll be pretty huge actually. Yeah, that'll be a big help. Who am I fighting? Mr. Moss Giant. This green fella right here. Feel like some people are going to fill up Mem's bank space fast. I'd be surprised, to be honest. That would super surprise me if someone manages to fill 240 spaces that fast. I mean, is there really that many items in members that you need to hold on to? Or are you just holding junk at that point? People stock a ton. If people stock tons of items needed for quests, it could clog the bank up. True. That'd be a case of holding junk, I guess. Unless they're needed items. If there's any advice I can give you guys for the quests coming up in members, it's that if you start the quest, make sure that you complete the quest. Because there's going to be a lot of people who start a quest, go and do something else and forget where they were, and you can't check the journal to see where you were. So if you're going to start a quest, make sure you complete that quest on the day. Like, just dedicate yourself to finishing it. Otherwise, it could end up painful. With not having a question, or you can't quickly check where you're at in the quest. Because the members' quests are a lot more, like, in-depth than free-to-play. Obviously, everyone's done the free-to-play quests, and they're pretty easy, and they're just beginners, but I feel like the members' ones could really trip you up, and you'd be talking to NPCs all day. Anyone got any tips for herb dropped places? Obviously, everyone's going to be doing Chaos Druids in Edgefield Dungeon, but isn't there another place you can kill Chaos Druids as well? Like upstairs in some tower or something. I'm sure there's another place you can kill them. Or that might not be in this version, actually. But I'm sure there's two places you can kill them. I don't think it's just Edge. Oh, that might be what I'm thinking of. Genil Basement. That's what I'm saying, but and it could easily happen. You could easily go and do something else or teleport out because someone said they're going to sell you something cheap and you completely forget where you are. I don't think that it's going to be worth thinking that you're going to be doing Chaos Druids all day on members release either, because everyone's going to be doing that. If anything, I'd probably recommend just knocking quests out, because a lot of people are going to be trying to camp Chaos Druids and not do quests and things like that. So you might be best off just knocking some of the boring content out while everyone's camping everything. I know you want to get on the action and make as much money, but could just slow your progress down trying to fight people for Chaos Druid spawns. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do in the meantime for sure. That has a 5-minute respawn timer though, so you shouldn't really have to battle for a D-long. Men also drop herbs as well, and they drop easy clues, I believe it is. So you could kill men in Edgeville. That'd probably be a good money maker for the herbs. I believe it's a 5-min respawn rate in 2004, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I'd just knock out quests and try not to think about how much money you're losing by not doing certain things on day one, because a lot of things will be camped. What monsters drop level 2 clues? I've got a... Hang on. I'll send you this link. 2 secs. So this link is from the archive of Tippet. So that there literally gives you all of the clue locations, the anagrams, challenges, everything for the clues that will be in the game on release. So it's pretty nice to put in the notepad. When did rock crabs come out? They came out with Relica. So I don't know if DKs came out at the same time as rock crabs, did they? Or I'm not too sure if DKs came later than Relica itself. Did Fremenic and Relica come at the same time? I'm not too sure. But there's no rock crabs anyway. There's no of them otherworldly beings or something. Are they the, you know, the like the sheep with the human heads? They're good to train on, but in Canifis. Experiments, that was it. Experiments are really good money, because they drop herbs as well and really good XP. But they're not in the game at release, so... Yeah, you just got to admit that the grind's never ending currently. There will be a slowdown point when members comes out anyway, but right now everyone's just spamming levels and getting ready for members. My combat level right now is 95. Experiments dropped nothing? I thought they dropped herbs. I might be thinking of something else. At what defense level did Moss Giants become more chill? I think around 65 they become pretty chill. 60. As long as you're using decent food there, you should be fine. I wouldn't recommend using like salmon or anything. The green drags out, I haven't been to Wildy. They are in members, yeah. And black drags red drags and blue drags, I believe. I think all of them are out, but obviously in members worlds. Yeah, it's true. If I'd have knew that the rune chain was better on release, I'd have bought the chain, but I bought the plate without knowing at the time, because I just rushed full rune. How much money have I saved up for members? I actually haven't saved too much money up. I've got a lot of items that I can sell right now, but I've been spending money on skills. I've been tackling front page, so it costs money to stay on the front page. To do all quests for about a week, then just chill out rest of the game. Yeah, basically. I would recommend knocking out the quests early. You get a lot of rewards in XP for certain skills. Yeah, currently I'm aiming for 100 combat, and then I'll probably just work on making money or something. I don't know. How much do you think cannonballs will cost? Seems a lot of people wait to train range for members. I don't think anyone will be buying cannon to train range. I think people will just be waiting to use magic shortbow to train range. You were saying someone's going to be 70 fletching a day. You really think so? Yeah, I don't know how many you can craft an hour, but I imagine you could probably craft like over 1,000. If you can craft over 1,000 logs an hour, then it's around 70. What is it? 17,000 willows. So I don't know how many you can craft an hour in 2004. It would all depend on that, really. But people will do like a 16-hour grind, 18-hour grind to get that as fast as possible. You think rushing fishing for sharks on release is smart? Yep. Probably one of the smarter things you can do, because that resource right there is not hogged by anybody else either. It's isolated to yourself. So, yeah, also arrows. I didn't think about that. Feathers are needed, and then obviously you just make your arrow shafts. Can't you buy the arrowheads as well from somewhere? But yeah, sharks will be really good money because people will want to kill KBD, and the best food in the game will be sharks. So it's what people will be using because KBD hits pretty hard. So yeah, there'll be certain metas for training fletching anyway. Yeah, they're only fishing trawler, right? Manta rays. Am I right in thinking? So that depends on how many people will be doing fishing trawler, because I don't think you can start fishing trawler on your own, can you? There'd have to be like a group of people that do it. But you'll probably also get a dedicated group of people that do fishing trawler just for the manta rays to sell. It'll be like an AFK moneymaker, that will. Obviously, you just have to fix the boat every so often. But you'll probably get a dedicated group of people that just decide they want to do fishing trawler and stack up manta rays. And then manta rays will probably be like 2.5k each or something. I don't think the shop exists though that sells the paste, does it? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know the ins and outs of fishing trawler. Yeah, I remember you do need the paste, but paste is in the shop. There you go. Good to go. How much paste is available in the shop? If it's enough for the average person to buy, then it'd be fine. $50, yeah, that'd be more than enough, because by the time you finish a fishing trawler run, you could buy more paste, because it will have respawned. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. But there will be some people that do it, I think. Because manta rays will be the best food in the game because they heal 22. If it's 1k, then that's absolutely like perfectly fine. Yeah, as long as you can grab a few, it's fine because it'll respawn by the time the boat comes back in anyway, so you could always just buy some more. Or just hot welds a few times before you start. What else is going to be low intensity for money making aside from combat, woodcut, fishing, etc.? Probably buying green D hides off people if you've got the crafting level to make bodies, and then alching the bodies. You'd potentially profit if you buy the hides at a good price. So not everyone's going to have the crafting level to craft their own D hide bodies to alch. So you might be able to make some money that way. If you've got raw cash, you might be able to buy alks for cheap and then make money via just alching the items that you buy. Things like bows and things like that. Just depends on what you want to do. Yeah, I can't think of many other. I don't know if anyone in chat can think of any like other money makers that we haven't spoke about yet. Obviously, don't give away your secret money makers, but if you can think of something that might make money, then I was trying to think of some other monsters that people might not be thinking to kill that might be dropping herbs at a good rate. Like, obviously, every single NPC in the game gets a different drop table near enough, doesn't it? Like, add additions to the drop table. Like, moss giants, do they get herbs as well added to their drop table? So it seems that a bandit has a good chance of dropping herbs as well at 28.91% chance. It actually has a better chance of dropping a herb than a Chaos Druid does, but it also has more, obviously, hit points. You've also got the zombies that drop them at a 26% chance. So Chaos Druids drop them at a 27.34% chance, and zombies drop them at a 23.44% chance. I'm going to go and bank. I'm full of goodies right now. I'm a snack for the genie right now. Absolute snack. Tell you what, I'm sitting on a lot of gems right now, guys, by the way. 72 emeralds, 113 sapphires, 6 diamonds, 25 rubies. I think I might hold them till members. I think they'll go up with the price of recoils and things like that. Do you think we'll get any of the bigger content creators moving to 2004scape when members comes? I think a lot do, but they don't want to ruin their relationship with Jagex. But it's one of them, right? What am I doing? That. Maybe some are playing in secret. Yeah, I mean, some of them will be probably just playing, but not making content on it. I feel like you just could get away with doing that because no one would know, right? Is there any other items you can think of, guys, that I should look up on the rarity table to see what percent chance certain NPCs drop things in pay to play? Nature teller. That's a 0.78% chance. Just in general, I'm pretty sure, because it's from the rare drop table. So I imagine a fire giant has a 0.78% chance to hit the nature tally on the rare drop table. Doesn't sound right, that doesn't. Maybe that's not right, or maybe it is. I don't know. But it is rare drop table. Yeah, the first one's going to be massive because then obviously someone will be probably doing running or something, and then you could just make essence for people, make nature runes for people, and just get a load of rune crafting XP. Because you just have to keep coming in and out of the altar to get essence off people. So yeah, the one who gets it first will make a lot of money. Not money, XP, sorry, if they do run it. Shield left half. Hang on. I just closed the app. That's a 3.13% chance. So it's on the mega rare drop table. Shield left half. $58 magic, watchtower quest, and 70 a gel from Barb course is 4,600 lats from 35 to 7. From 35, 4,600 laps. That will take so long. We're so close to 78 attack.
Can you feel what I'm feeling now? Can you push all these feelings down? I'm trying to shut you out. I'm trying to shut you out. I'm trying to shut you out. Can you push all these feelings down? I'm trying to shut you out.
There we go, 78 attack. Is it? Scott's just going to pop toilet. Hopefully, no genie. And I'm back. Right, let's get back to the grind. Oh, did I just lose a lobster? I'm sad. So is anyone doing any members prep right now? Stacking up on items or whatever? I probably should do some members prep at some point. In terms of grabbing some like limps and eggs and things like that. Myth bars for fletching. Are you going to be making knives with them or arrows? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. I'm playing catch up. Started yesterday, 127 total. Nice, man. Oh my god, garlic with the oat logs. Jesus Christ. Don't start this. Not today. Not the oat logs. Do you think currently at like myth bar prices that you'll turn a profit if you buy the myth bars and then make knives with them or not? Or do you think they're just too expensive? Just gonna use them for training. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to find some better. When members comes out, do we think there's going to be any better smithing methods? Do you think like making some sort of knives or something will be good, like XP without losing a lot of money? Because right now you lose quite a bit of money when training smithing. Arrow tips. I wonder what XP you get from making like arrow tips. Like, is it any good per hour? Because right now I need like a method that you don't lose an absolute fortune when training smithing, but also the XP is okay-ish. Because right now you lose so much money when making steel plates. I need like a middle ground where I don't care about losing money, but just not as much money as I'm currently losing, because it's a lot. Oh, really? Oh, the latest progress video just went live as well, guys. I forgot that I put that at 6 o'clock, so there's a video you guys can watch after stream if you feel like watching some more 2004scape content. Forgot that I put that to go live at 6. So yeah, episode 8 is now out. Where am I at? Crandor. Steve, this is Crandor Island, where you do Dragon Slayer. Just watch both. That is fair. You'd be watching like 2 simulators of moss giants at the same time. Same XP rate per bar, but faster XP per hour if you make plate bodies. So it's not actually too bad then, Michael, to make. What's that arrow tips are we talking about? So it could actually be okay to make and get decent XP with not much of a loss. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for like okay experience with not much of a loss. This plate bodies is bad. I don't know whether that will change over time, but right now it's really bad. Arrowheads will probably profit. Oh yeah, because of fletching, right? Because they'll need the arrowheads. Yeah, that's true. What arrow tips do you think they'll want the most? Well, obviously, they'll want the best that they can get, but what do you think it will be the most easiest for them to obtain? Like, if they were making steel arrows, is the XP decent for fletching if you're making steel arrows or not? Because the bars, steel bars will probably be the easiest to obtain, right? To make arrow tips with. So it's working out like if the XP for fletching from steel arrows is okay or like semi-good. I reckon myth will be fairly common. Yeah. It's getting the mithril bars as well. Not a lot of people are... Is there any better places in members to mine myth? Interesting. I didn't know that. So I wonder if people have actually stacked up a lot of normal logs for doing arrows. But I'm just wondering if there's any better places to mine mithril in members, because right now it's not, the mining guild's not really the best place. It's pretty hard to stack a full inventory. It might be the best place though, to be honest. With superheat, I guess. And how many arrow tips do you get per bar? Say if you had 100 mithril bars, how many arrows can you make out of 100 bars? Is it 1,000 arrows? So you'd only make 150 arrows per 100 mithril bars. Bars equals 1,500 arrowheads. Oh, that's not as bad then. I was going to say that sounded horrific if it was only 150 arrows. Arrow tips will be easier to sell though, right? No, dart tips will be easier to sell, since arrowheads can be bought in the ranging guilds. Can you buy mithril arrowheads in the ranging guild? I'm just wondering what the meta is going to be in terms of people making arrowheads. Do they just keep hopping worlds in the shops? So you can buy arrow. I need to look up this shop. Bow and arrow salesman. So you can buy 200 mithril or 26 each. And you can buy 1,000 arrow shafts for 1 GP each. I feel like, yeah, the shop will be constantly bought out. Like, it'll be almost like arrows at Varrock, but 10 times worse. All of them arrow tips will be constantly bought out on every world. So yeah, that's not gonna work. You wouldn't make enough XP because everyone will be contesting it as well, so you probably wouldn't even get the full 200 if you went there. Oh, has the stream gone down, guys? Does anyone know? Wait, hang on. It wasn't supposed to be took down because I paid for this thing so you could use liquidity. Is the stream down? My fault.